Good morning, viewers. We're here at Fraser Park, Sunday the 10th of August 2014, watching the Jugglers just about to take on the Phoenix in the Senior First Grand Finals of the Wellington Rugby League competition 2014. We've got a massive game for you planned for today with the Jugglers lineup of icons, legends, call it what you will, but basically the best of the best that Wainuiomata have produced over the years. The starting fullback for today for the Wainuiomata Lions is Wayne Girdler. The team today will consist of 22 players, and number 2 for the Jugglers will be Josh Partia. 3 in the centres, Jimmy Samu. 4 will be Nui Redi Nui. 5 will be Paul Rupi. 6 Yogi Rogers, Delaney Edmonds, and 7 Alec Liala. And 8 Wayne Barton the hooker, and 9 Jonte Stevenson will be wearing the 10 jersey. Troy Clark, the ever formidable working horse, Troy Clark in 11. Ihaya Wipu, aka the Big Show, will be leading the pack, no doubt, in the number 12 jersey. Heston Partia, basically the man of the Wainuiomata League Club over the last 25 years, playing representative football and for the Premier side, will lead the way as he's been doing basically all his career. As we can see now, a tribute to the Jugglers led by the Wainuiomata High School First 15, as they pay tribute to this memorable, momentous occasion with the Phoenix standing in respect as they go into the huddle now. We're just minutes away, the completion of that team for the lineup. We've also got Donovan Maxwell coming straight off the bench, Big Dons in 14, David Tuari in 15, James Partia, another legend of the club, also the brother of Heston Partia and the uncle of Josh Partia on the wing. We have Damien Wanoa in 17, Phil Habib in 18, Jim Roy in 19, and Arthur Felici in 20. Apparently they've got an extra couple of players. We have Nathan Burt in the 21 jersey and Simon Itula wearing 22. So we're just about to get underway here. We've got a massive crowd. We've got a sea of supporters for the Juggler team. They've come out in numbers today to celebrate this big game, this big grand finals with the Jugglers, the only Wainuiomata team, both senior and juniors, to make it all the way to the grand final. So just seconds away now. Just a bit of history through the 2014 season. We've had 3 encounters with the Phoenix taking on the Jugglers in round 1 and 2. The Phoenix coming out victorious. And then, of course, 3 weeks ago, the Jugglers successful in winning the major semi-finals, coming straight into the finals today. The Phoenix doing it the hard way. Seconds away now as we're about to get the grand finals underway, as the kickoff is made now. We've got Girdler in the fullback position, coming up, taking the ball to Big Liala, as he'll go to ground now, the big bustling front rower, aka Fridge, as he'll play the ball now to Partia, the son, and a big bump off there by the young winger. No doubt will be playing premiers next year. Brings it in to Samu, the centre, getting a bit of work completed there. Stevenson, the front rower, straight up the middle. As the Phoenix doing well to slow the play of the ball down, they'll go now. Barton, watch that boy as it goes to the power horse of the Jugglers team, Partia, Heston. As they'll move it now, giving it to Rogers, the playmaker. Nice little nudge there, and finding touch 10 metres away from the Phoenix try line. The pairing today of Edmonds and Rogers, something to watch out for. These two halves are club royalty, their achievements for the club, and not only that, also with their achievements for representative honours in Wellington and overseas, is impressive. So as they'll pack now, looking for a good defensive set first off, with the Jugglers putting in a bit of weight there, wanting to make a statement early in the piece. Phoenix feed the scrum out to the big front rower. Good defence there. Girdler up in the line as he'll work again. Moving it wide early. And an error. Unforced error there early in the piece. Jugglers. They'll get a crack at the Phoenix after an unforced error. So a good start, good solid start with a good first set by the Jugglers, as they will feed inside the red zone of the Phoenix. So many options with this back line, as Edmonds will feed the scrum now. Rogers will call the shots with the ball now. Someone was a dummy, he'll skip it wide. More ball given out to Munch. Munch will settle. Here's the come again. Darts from dummy half. Good yardage, trying to centre it now. The Jugglers wanted to form, wanted to set up shape now as Edmonds. He'll go inside ball to Stevenson, and Stevenson just metres away. He'll go down, and the call. What is the call? Held up. Good inside ball there from Edmonds. Like I said, with Edmonds and Rogers running the show today, anything is possible. These two playmakers, as Rogers again. Now, Girdler, one of the top try scorers for the Jugglers in 2014. As they'll come again. Barton, he'll let that go. Liala, unfortunately, unable to pick that up as they fumble. The Phoenix capitalise, and they'll make their way out, hopefully with a safe set. As the young winger comes through, nice footwork there, avoids the defensive tackle of Stevenson. As they'll go again, running straight at Girdler. Safe D. Looking like a pineapple set, trying to centre it there. Not going to get too far now. As Clark, Samu there, big Billy Wipu. Big show. Be looking to get the ball in hand, as who may be running rampant today. Got a beautiful day here at Fraser Park, and they're off the fingertips and adjudged lost forward, as the Jugglers will get the feed just inside their half. A bit of a shaky start, as can be expected in a grand final, as Rogers plays the ball. The referee calls the play on. Good defensive there, but gets the offload, gives it to the Big Show. The Big Show will get some pace up, and they'll bustle him down just inside the half of the Phoenix, as they'll go now. Clark, good yardage from the hard-working second rower for the Jugglers. They'll go now. Barton, yet to make a dart inside ball. Again, Rogers orchestrating the back line as they'll go now. Rogers with the ball, Liala on the inside. Bumps off one. Looking to free their hands for an offload. No support play at this stage, just looking for a good safe set as Barton goes. Looks for a more ball, and great pace there. Oh, running onto the ball was Partia as he's taken around the bootlace as he'll play it now. The Jugglers looking dangerous, as a good ball there by Rogers. Up in the air, they're letting it bounce. A good bounce for the Phoenix as he gets away from one. Slips out of the hands. No, Big Show on hand. Wraps him up. As they'll go again, another pineapple set. Just wanting to get some stability in the Phoenix go forward. Slowing the play of the ball down now. The front rower comes through, and no way through there. Solid defence as Edmonds and Wipu combine as they come again. And there, Muncher, body on the line, takes on the big centre. Manages to slow him down as they'll go again, not making too much yardage. Bit of a shocking pass there as the Phoenix struggle to make any yardage in this set. Calling for one of the big boys, go for a more pass, kicking. Rogers waiting at the back. A kind bounce, sits up nicely. Rogers gives it to the young speedster in Partia. Flicks it back to Rogers. Rogers looking to settle as he puts on that step and busts. A good 20-minute bust, looking for outside ball. What's the call? And slightly forward. Otherwise some would have been away. But a nice little jink there by Rogers. A trip back to yesteryear with the famous Rogers sidestep, but unfortunately just the forward pass to finish it off. So again, early nerves in this grand final between the Jugglers and the Phoenix. As the Phoenix haven't looked too impressive at all with ball in hand offensively. As they go now, good defensive play there by Samu, as they'll spin it wide to the big centre, and he fends off one, busts through another, and wrapped up eventually. As he'll go again, darts the blind, Rugby. Body on the line, defence there. Coming through to the big unit, Troy Clark, and supported there over the top by Girdler. Again, in devastating form all season, as he'll play now into the front rower, looking for some solid contact, just managing to slow him down slightly. As the Jugglers setting Patia up early, goes chipping over the top. The Phoenix looking for a good bounce. They pick it up. They've got numbers out wide, and the winger will canter in for the first points of the day, with the Phoenix taking the lead in this grand finals here at Fraser Park on this beautiful winter's day. They're up 4-0. 10 minutes into the first half, with the conversion to come. The Jugglers shocked. No doubt some stern words will be said in the team huddle, led by Yogi Rogers, no doubt, as we see the experienced workhorse Donovan Maxwell take the field. No doubt he'll be itching to get the ball in hand and stomp his mark on this game early in this grand finals. So against the run of play, the Phoenix scoring first points, gaining first blood. Some nerves in this grand final. The Jugglers just having to find their rhythm as the kick comes through, and not having the legs as they'll make their way back to halfway for the restart. The Phoenix 4, Jugglers 0. The Jugglers 2014 are made up, as I mentioned, of some legendary players dating right back to the late 80s. Some of these guys have been in grand finals. We've got the likes of Wipu and Rogers, who have both represented Manly in their careers. Edmonds, a New Zealand Māori, and a Wellington representative through his career, all coming out of the woodwork to represent and play out of respect for Michael Sharp. As they come in now, they're wanting to make a big impact. Patia gets his shoulder into him. And the Phoenix, with their heads up, with slight momentum, just 10 minutes after 10 minutes in this first half, the Jugglers looking for inspiration as they'll come again now. Edmonds goes low, slips out of him, as wrapped up and smothered by the big show. One out stuff, nice and simple for the defensive line of the Jugglers, as he's taken there safely by Patia, assisted by his ever-present centre, Barton. That familiar technique of ball and all, wrapping up his opponent, as they'll come again now, trying to get a roll on, as they'll kick early in the set, and it'll sit up for Rogers. No, it goes past him. Rogers making his way back now, running it out of his 22. We're looking for that step as he steps in again, unable to beat the first man. As we've got Clark there in support, gives it to Patia. Josh, that is the son of Heston Patia and nephew of James. After coming back after a year off through injury, he's looking in good form for next year to make the Premier side. As Girdler Bit of footwork there. Unable to bust, but keeping the Phoenix on their toes. A little fumble, no, play on. Great ball there. And gets the ball away again. Beautiful offload as again to Girdler. Unable to hold the ball as the Phoenix force the error. Nice little play there. But unfortunately a bit too early in the set. As another unforced error by the Jugglers. We've got Rogers at the back, Girdler, Wayne Girdler is playing in the back line, another inspirational legend of the club with the highest achievements and accolades. As the referee calls for a reset, not happy with the feed. They're going again, and again the Phoenix let off the hook. As they'll come now, good solid D there, Partia in the headset. Something in support, and not a good play of the ball, but the referee says play on as they go again. This guy won't pass, and an error there. We need to, and we've wrapped it up there. So another unforced error. This time the Phoenix, as Girdler will just look to muscle it up and settle the ball. Still not held, but taken. Slowing the play of the ball right down as Partia. The old, I heard the whistle, but no. Waiting to come now, big show. Here we go. Looking for a bit of carnage. No, still gets the ball away to Barton. Barton. Double knock on. The pass not going the way Maxwell was wanting it to. As again, another error with the Phoenix to feed on their 40. A lot of nerves in this grand final, as can be expected. It's going to come down to who can actually hold their nerve as they come again. One off the ruck. Good yardage by the Phoenix. Finally, some go forward. Some direct running there by the big man. He'll come again now. Look at a couple of dummies. They go out wide. Not the greatest of the pass, but he breaks a gap. Samu there looking to wrap him up and taken out there. So a little adventurous this early in the piece, and possibly they should be looking to just to complete the sets and just some basic go forward to build some pressure, but there seems to be, like I said, just the pressure of grand final footy. We need the Jugglers to gain the composure and just to get a little consistent in their set completion, as they'll get the feed to the scrum with Edmonds. Partia off the back. He's gotten rid of the headset. As he'll play it now. Rogers. Inside ball. Samu. Taken by 3 players. As they'll go now. Barton. Wainuiomata. Another club legend who's been in devastating form this year. Both with ball in hand and with the boot. As he'll play it now to Wipu. The big show. And he busts. Looking to offload. What's the call? It's called play on as Clark will muscle his way forward with 3 of them on him. Who is going to lead the way for the Jugglers as the ball comes now? Rogers out to Girdler. Girdler puts a bit of footwork on. Coming out to the young centre. Good little fend. Got numbers there. Still gets the fend away and puts on the gas. Final called. Both sides options. Rogers wants it. Works the blind now. Looking for decoys. As he goes to more ball. Girdler's there. 2 on 1 and Girdler will go into the corner. And the Jugglers will hit back, tying the match inside the first 20. Again, Rogers seeing an opportunity, calling it to the blind side, throwing the ball. Girdler showing and going, and getting the 4 points. So 4-all in this grand finals. A lot of time to go. But the Jugglers finally on their way. And the elite community has come out in force today to pay tribute to Michael Sharp, a club legend, the juggler. The inspiration behind this mammoth team of 2014, inspired and organised by the likes of Billy Wipu, Buddha, and a quick mention to the managing crew of Sam Brown and Nathaniel Rawiri, the ones in the engine rooms doing all the hard work behind the scene. And with Girdler coming to the party and paying some respect to the big jugs. 4-4 here at Fraser Park in the senior first grand final, with the reserve final and the premier final still to be played. This is the game that everybody's come to see. Again, looking at approximately 3,000-4,000 here at Fraser Park today. Everybody wearing their hoodies and paying tribute to the great man himself. As the kickoff comes through, Rogers takes it safely. Wainuiomata gets his wind up, gets a bump off, but no problems at all. As he'll go again, as he'll play the ball now to Big Show. Finds ground, he'll go now, looking for runners now. Rogers, he'll give it wide now. Edmonds, get him into space and he's devastating. Edmonds looking at a quick play of the ball now, gets it now to Maxwell, back into the block. He gets a bit of momentum for his Jugglers team as Barton now, Rogers looking for the inside ball. Partia steps inside one, breaks one, looking for the offload. Rogers in support, but wrapped up there. Final is the call on the halfway mark, and Rogers will look to run again. Inside ball now, Girdler into space. Girdler puts some footwork on, looking for some support, and Girdler will bust again and go in for the Jugglers. Back-to-back sets as the Jugglers make a statement and lead 8-4 over the Phoenix. And as mentioned earlier, the likes of Rogers and Edmonds, anybody gives them space, anything's on. The final called, Rogers seeing an opportunity, calling through his teammate in Girdler, and Girdler 40 metres out, putting on the footwork, and a beautiful finish for the Jugglers. Damien Wainuiomata has been in excellent form this year with the boot. Not too often we see the front rowers kicking, but with the success rate that Wainuiomata has had through the 2014 season, it's no wonder why he's been given the duties. Is that familiar routine? As the Phoenix try to put him off, Wainuiomata will move in. Listen. And the crowd can tell you the successful kick takes the Jugglers out to 10-4, 25 minutes into the first half. Could this be the beginning of something special for the Jugglers? As mentioned, the Phoenix having it over the Jugglers twice this year in round 1 and 2, and the Jugglers only getting some revenge 3 weeks ago as the big Donnie Maxwell comes through. Nearly gets through there. Body on the line stuff from Dons as he'll come now. Partia get his footwork on, steps. Still looking to offload the ball is young Josh Partia as they'll come now to Heston Partia. Father-son combination. A good 25 metres there by the pair as it gives it to Wipu. And Big Show looking for an offload. Bust through one but tackled textbook around the bootlaces and forcing the penalty as the Big Show getting a roll on thanks to wonderful lead-up work by Josh and Heston Party, a father and son combination. Good touch finder there. Yogi Rogers, no doubt calling the shots as they begin to set up now with James Partia now taking the field. Another legend of the Wainuiomata Rugby League Club. Grand finalist. Many a time as they go, no. The judge not happy, the referee not happy, wanting it retapped as it comes to Partia again. He'll missile over from there, swatting them away like flies. As they'll come again, Partia will go through to centre it, gives it out. A dangerous place for the Phoenix. Options both ways as James Partia will go and turn. And he's held up on the line. Quick play of the ball there. We've got numbers coming through in Wipu. And Troy Clark gets the offload through, and they're holding him up. And what's the call? Beautiful defence there by the Phoenix as the Jugglers surge. As they'll come, still not happy with the play of the ball. Maxwell now work the side. Rogers has called the ball, not a good pass. As Rogers tidies it up, and no, we're looking for a recount. What's the call? Recount. As Partia busts again, puts a bit of footwork on. Good defensive effort there, but not held. As Partia will go all day as it comes through now to Wainuiomata. Muscles up to Clark. Clark puts a step on and reach. He's there. A metre away. And the Jugglers. A lot of pressure there, and they're electing for the early tap. And Maxwell bumps off one, bumps off two, and Maxwell will go in and spin and score for the Jugglers under the posts. The big units seeing an opportunity. The Phoenix falling asleep. A quick tap, a quick play of the ball, and Maxwell over the line for the Jugglers. 14-4. With less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half, the Jugglers are slowly pushing ahead on the scoreboard, but with still over 40 minutes remaining in the game, they could not afford to become too complacent and too lax. Wonderful pressure there built by the Jugglers, and again around their playmaker Yogi Rogers. And when you have the likes of Rogers and Edmonds in the halves, the deadly combination, anything is possible. With Wainuiomata looking to convert the Maxwell try and push the scoreboard out even further. And Wainuiomata, easy 2 points right in front of the posts. Good contact and well converted. The Jugglers, 16-4. The senior first grand finals here at Fraser Park on this beautiful winter morning, now gone into the afternoon. With less than 5 minutes remaining. As the Jugglers move their foot over the throat of the Phoenix side, can they now apply pressure as they come through again? As Big Jim Roy takes the field, this big unit bumps through one, and that centre would have felt that, but Ace Water as he'll come again. Munch looks to dart. Nobody's falling for that one. If given space, that man is gone. Somebody's trying to milk something there. Here we go to Partia. As he'll come again now to Big Show. Big Show, no. Oh, Itula. All of these boys, very good friends with Juggler. As Partia now throws the dummy with the Big Show outside. And the Big Show dummy half. Will he go for a run? No, Rogers is saying, I want it, and he gets it. And what Rogers wants, Rogers gets. And a beautiful touch finder by the playmaker. And again, the Jugglers playing their way into attacking position. Another good set. And with the Phoenix now with the difficult task of trying to run it out of their 20, the Jugglers will begin to again apply pressure as the set forms, as the scrum forms now. Big defensive set. The Jugglers looking for a jam set, and no, the big push by the front rowers as they win the scrum. Something that the Phoenix weren't expecting, as they'll look for a quick play of the ball now. Everybody, the Phoenix at 2s and 3s as Partia will muscle over. And what's the call there? Held up. It's inevitable, it's going to happen shortly. Partia plays the ball, 10 out, as they'll go now to Edmonds, and Edmonds inside border. Itula, the only way he knows how. Right through the middle, as they'll go now. Edmonds wanting the ball. Nice more ball out there, numbers there. And unfortunately, lost forward there by Juggler. Uncharacteristic like mistake. No doubt Girdler will make amends. So the pressure released by the Phoenix. The Jugglers close, but no cigar, as the Phoenix now will try and make their way out of their own 20. Again to the big centre, trying to use the big centre. Seems to be one of their only weapons at the moment, as they're coming again. Good defensive effort there with a swinging arm. Nothing called there by the referee, as the Jugglers looking to dig deep. Nice defensive effort there. As he steps past one, this big unit here. Not a bad run by the Phoenix. Maybe he needs to be given a lot more ball than what he's been given. As a shocking pass, it's an appalling pass to absolutely no one. As Casper says, thank you very much. As the Phoenix looking for answers, they'll kick early. And a good little nudge there between Munch and Rogers. As Munch will put the step on, he runs round one. Nice little return there by the nuggety speedster as it comes through now to Partia. Partia will put on the gas, no, muscles it up and puts one on there, yes, too high. Good return by the young talent in Josh Partia. Rogers with a good safe nudge, finding an easy 20 metres up the field. As the Jugglers will come again. Another wave. Partia, Heston that is, breaks one, taking the ground. Plays the ball now. A good run there.
Come down.
Just setting themselves up nicely. Itula, incorrect play of the ball. Lazy, I can say that.
President.
And quick word there by the sponsor. As the Phoenix let off the hook by a simple mistake by an experienced ex-Premier player in Simon Itula, no doubt be delivering a couple of rounds this evening for that. As we come again to the big centre, no. Second row is Parirua. Solid. We'll tie him up. And he'll work all day now. Girdler in. Itula wanting to make amends after a simple handling error. Again, another round for that one. A great ball inside. Rogers, beautiful bootlace tackle as he forces the error. Parirua picks up the crumbs and they'll play the first infringement. The Jugglers will receive the feed to the scrum with a beautiful textbook tackle by Rogers. As we've had a lot of family and friends make their way back to the Nui or the Hutt Valley for this game. Victor Karawana returning all the way from Australia. As Rogers again, Jimmy Samu. Rogers, Parirua cuts back in and he gets a... Ooh, nicely taken over the top. If he had broken that one, he would have been away. Parirua plays the ball now. Big Show will show the ball. Big Show busts, looking for numbers, looking for support as he spins again, playing with them like little rag dolls is the big fella. Has a quick play of the ball now, numbers out wide. The Phoenix are short, Samu, one more outside him, gives it to Parirua, and Parirua taken 3 metres away with a big line-up now. Oh, Jim Roy. And a great ball back to the fridge, and the fridge will slam the door on the Phoenix and go in. Man Mountain. Alec Liala, Wainui legend, rugby union premier for many a year, coming back this year to pay respect to the juggler. Going in and making a statement, prepared to carry 3 or 4 players all day long, says the big unit, as the Jugglers march on in this 2014 Senior First Grand Final. With Yogi Rogers now snatching the ball off Damien Wainuiomata, comes through and converts. Oh, sorry, that was Yogi. No, I'm sure he said took the ball off Damien. Yeah, that's Dom Bartel, Premier hard man. No, he paid me, he actually paid me. Oh, are you going to play? Hey, he's going to play you next week, eh? Too, you going to take the play? I'm not playing. Bro, that thing I'm playing is the pokies, bro. I'm playing the pokies, bro. As we've had a couple of streakers. As we've come through now, Jim Roy, ball in hand. He'll work all day. Another Samoan brother.
Oh, me? That's the new guy.
So a few players, a few changes, as back to the fridge. And he gets the offload as Girdler puts on the gas, steps past the fullback. Bus has got one outside, looking to offload, wrapped up nicely by the Phoenix defender. Ball and all, as they'll come now. Parirua with numbers. Inside back to Girdler. Gets the fend on. It's the final for the Jugglers. They'll look to shift. Big numbers out wide. Gives it to Rogers. Rogers is dangerous. Hands, and more hands. Not held by Samu. Samu gets the flick away. And a recount there. They'll play the first infringement off the Phoenix. And the Jugglers will be awarded the scrum. inside the 10 with only minutes remaining in this first half of this grand final here at Fraser Park on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. We've got the Jugglers ahead of the Phoenix by 22 points to 4, I think. They'll be wanting to go in before half time as they'll come again there. Rogers, deadly. Rep play by Partia. Partia playing with them. Bumps off one, but to his credit, he's come again. And Girdler with 3 on 2. Girdler thought he saw a gap as the young held up there, trying to burrow his way through. Asked to take it back 10. James Partia, Rogers, inside, Jim Roy. Bumped off his line, manages to hold the ball in good attacking position now. With Rogers on one side, Girdler on the other. Partia puts the footwork on now, the final. They'll be looking for something, looking for a repeat set at the very least as they'll come now. Urupi. Sorry. Says Munch as they go again. Big defence there. Girdler. And offside out wide here. And that's Dave Tuari on the wing. Couldn't recognise him with the headset. I should have known with the big shoulders. As they come through here, a relieving penalty there by the Phoenix. Tuari, no doubt wanting to get in there and make an impact and a mark on this grand finals game for the Jugglers. Close to half time now, as they'll come again to the big unit. With the only 2 of them, there's Partia. We'll tie him up. They'll come again. Getting some good pace up there. And, Jim Roy. That's a mammoth effort by the front rower. Managing to stop him in his tracks. Gets away from Partia. No, he doesn't. There's Josh. Persistent. Getting his man as they'll come again now. They've got numbers here. 3 on 2. Looking for an overlap there to the big centre again. Seems to be their only attacking weapon. But tied up there by Murray as they come. Girdler. Liala. Playing with them. Tell me about the Rabbits. As he'll walk around, Girdler, with numbers there. And the old no-look pass as the half-time hooter sounds. Phoenix wanting to make the best opportunity, and it's a nice kick. It sits up nicely, and they will go in on the half-time hooter. With the Phoenix still in it. Making something out of nothing. Getting 4 points on the half-time hooter with the conversion to come. I believe the score is 22-10 with the kick to come. Sorry, corrected by guest commentator EJ Albright, Premier Captain and Standoff. Correcting, Premier 22-8 with the conversion to come. Also guest commentator Tyler Garrett, also captain for 2014. Giving a nice wink there. A lot of work to be done in the second half. The Jugglers stunned on the half-time hooter with the Phoenix managing to salvage extra points, and the conversion is successful. And they'll go into the sheds for Oranges. 22-10 at half-time. As we look over here, we've got the march. The all-famous march of yesteryear paying their respects to the juggler. Michael Sharp, a club great, arguably the greatest winger that the Wainui club has produced, as the crowds come out in numbers to pay tribute and respect to the juggler. A side of yesteryear where this was actually banned, but nobody's going to ban them today, as we see and pay salute, a tribute to the coat of arms for our great brother, our lost fallen brother, who was no doubt watching and with all the brothers today in this magnificent grand final, as they pay respect for the juggler. Wainuiomata all day. As the Phoenix come out with their sign, and absolutely fine to do that, all three of them. Nothing wrong with that at all. Obviously proud with their club, and so they should be. So a nice touch there. His family and friends of the late, great Michael Sharp, juggler, the juggler, pay respect to the great man himself and to his family, to his beautiful kids, Aston. As they march on, we've seen a number of substitutions so far in the game. Hard to recognise some of them with their headsets and everything else that they're wearing, but as I mentioned before, yeah, just a big shout out to Jugglers, two boys who are no doubt going to see this game and take great pride in this in many years to come. Aston and Cairo. I've had the pleasure of seeing Cairo play. Plays with my grandson in the under-6s and showing real potential and glimpses of his great father, speed and the footwork of yesteryear. So no doubt he'll go on to represent possibly his country. So I'm proud in saying that I got the opportunity to see him play when he was only 5. So a big shout out to Aston and Cairo, Jugglers boys, and to Pete, Jugglers' awesome father. As the march is completed and the Wainui supporters make their way off the field, as we're back live here for this grand final, senior first grand final of 2014 between the Jugglers, the Wainui Jugglers, and the Porirua Phoenix. According to my calculations, I believe the score is around about 22-10. Could be corrected, but the Jugglers definitely ahead by a try or two. So with less than 40 minutes remaining in this decider, who will come out victorious in this 2014 Wellington Senior First Grand Finals? As the whistle blows and we're underway again, compliments of Edmonds as they'll come through again. The Jugglers looking to make a good start to it, as some solid defence assisted there by Stevenson. They come through and out to the big man, into the fridge. Oh, and Juggler, no, Partia getting his hand in there, and a turnover there. Compliments of the fridge and Partia, and Heston now looking for a big second half as he's tied up with the big work rate in the first half. They'll go again now to the big show. 3 of them still can't hold the big fella, as he's drawing in numbers and creating spaces out wide, as Barton will stomp his mark on the match early in the second half and go in to score Wainui's first try of the second spell. Wayne Barton, the greatest loose forward / fullback Wainui has produced, in my opinion. exactly what the Jugglers were looking for. Just the start that the management and the coaching team were hoping for. Wanting to keep that momentum, wanting to keep that pressure on as Edmonds converts with ease. As the calls come out with Edmonds, Rogers.
Good, Jimmy.
What's that score? 28-10. And as confirmed, the score stands at 28-10 after the conversion by Edmonds. So, a good lead, but not an unassailable lead. As we've seen many a time in this tough competition. The Phoenix not out of it yet. As they'll be looking to hit back. Good formation there by the Jugglers. Anti-climax. As Frank is all too familiar with.
Let's go, Jim.
As they'll come in again, the Phoenix. Ball in the air, Rogers, safe as houses. Gives it to Girdler. Girdler. Held up there. Oh, slammed to ground. Won't be happy with that. Will just inspire the brother more. Rogers, the fridge. Liala, ball, gets the ball away. Just caught a supporting player a little bit flat-footed. As he'll go now. Barton, Edmonds to Partia bus! Partia looking to get past, one more to beat, steps around the fullback, puts on the gas, puts on the hammer, looking for support, taken there. Not held and goes again. But numbers, the Phoenix side, all caught offside, numbers out wide. As they'll spread it with numbers to burn. Rogers throws the more ball and wonderfully picked up there by Josh Partia, son of Heston, and a beautifully executed try. Started off by Heston Partia himself, busting back on halfway. Finished off by Josh. Again, needing to remain focused, but a wonderful day out for the boys and the families and all the friends. And again, a tribute and a great day for the juggler. As the call comes out from Barton, Kiwi again. With the kick to come, 32-10. The Jugglers ahead with the conversion to follow from that familiar kicking style. Again, the same routine from Damien Wano going through his paces. The deft is touched by the front rower as he steps in. Listen. And that's a negative. Unsuccessful this time. But the Jugglers marching on with still over 30 minutes to remain in this grand finals. The Phoenix looking for answers.
Let's go, Jimmy.
An approximately estimated crowd of 4,500 here. And I think the latest count for the Phoenix, it was 74, I think. As we go again, Stevenson muscles it up and busts. Good run from the front rower.
Oh, shot Jimmy. Yeah.
Samu leading by example from Stevenson. As they'll come again, Girdler, easy yardage. And already making 40 meters in the first three plays. Rogers again with the ball in hand after throwing that triple miss-out pass, resulting in that last try. As the Jugglers now looking for something. Girdler puts it in the air, a little too far. Will it hold up? Looking for the bounce, and the bounce is coined. And beautifully done, beautifully judged by Girdler, forcing the dropout, and that was well followed up. As the Jugglers continue to apply pressure, looking to receive the restart from the dropout. What do you think of the game so far, sir? They take the kick now, and look at Stevenson picking up pace. Good return from the big fella. As they'll come again, Partia looking for work, fends off one, but bust two. Partia just a metre short now. As they're looking for the call, and again Rogers playing with them. And what's the call? No. Just losing the board forward there. But just ball in hand. Rogers playing with them. Unfortunately not able to hold the ball there. So the Phoenix, some pressure relieved as they'll get the feed inside their 20. Phoenix player down through injury. A time to possibly ring the changes. With 22 players allowed in these grand finals. That try there, should Rogers have scored that, would have possibly taken it out to a unassailable lead, but as I said, anything can happen. 80-minute game, and the Phoenix still hungry. As they make a substitution now. And that guy looks familiar. Was he the gentleman that they were looking for on 10-7 for the tyres of Billy Wepu's work car? I'm not sure. But yeah, a very sad act at that last encounter. A very sad act. A sign of bad sportsmanship. But yeah, absolute disgrace to the code, to the game. Abhorrent behaviour. As they'll go now. And we'll put the tyres aside for now. Here's the scrum.
Hey Frank, I thought you were meant to be helping.
Referee not helping.
No,
sorry, not wanting. As they go now. No, and they've been penalised. Incorrect feed. He's been warned 2 times already in the match, and now being pulled up as the Jugglers, in the form of Rogers, Barton will call the shots. Partia, Heston, as always, wanting to get in there and work all day. The ball not going to hand. Having to change it there from Itula as they'll come again. Wainuiomata missed out. Clark looking to have a go himself. Looking to offload again. The pressure is building. How long can the Phoenix hold out as they'll come again? Someone tied up there. Looking for some shape. Lacking some numbers out wide as they'll now spread it. Edmonds to Maxwell. Already going in for 1 try in the first half. Coming back to Rogers. Rogers can see something on. Throws the ball out wide to Partia. Steps inside his marker and goes in and points to the crowd and says, "That's how we do Wainuiomata." The young talented winger, the son of Hester Partia, nephew of James Partia, and no doubt a club legend in the making. Josh Partia going in for a 2nd or 3rd try already this afternoon. Full habit on for the Jugglers, as is Nathan Burt. So the ring of the changes, everybody getting a taste of grand finals victory. Edmonds strikes the ball nicely. The wind, not kind at all. Still some work to be done for the Jugglers. No doubt the experienced veterans there of Rogers, Barton, Partia, all telling the young, well, the fairly young players about finishing the job. 80 minutes again, Kiwi the call. And the set, the call of complete the set as they come again. Rogers, ever present, ever safe. Maxwell, getting the pace up. Good return from the front rower. Looking to play the ball now. As they'll go to Burt. Burt getting his footwork on. Taken there. Barton. Edmonds. Edmonds out now. Nice little footwork, nice step there inside. Good set, a couple more plays as they'll come now. Edmonds, Itula puts a footwork on, bumps through two, bumps through three and bust. Man inside, passes it too early. Barton tied up. What was Itula thinking? Rogers now as he comes wide. Maxwell again on the set. Comes around, double around. Edmund to Rogers. Rogers to Samu. Numbers outside. He had Bird outside him. Samu thought it was on as they'll go it now on the final. Rogers takes it to the line. Inside ball. Partia off his own player. Looking for a man. And he'll go over for the try. Again on the final. Rogers seeing an opportunity and converting for the Jugglers. As Partia, well deserved, gets his try, first try for the game. What do you think of the game today so far, sir? Bloody kids. Control your children! As we're back live to the game. And again, that man, Rogers, must be getting close to man of the match as he puts on another clinic in how to set up a play, how to set up a try, and putting Partia over, who muscled over. And again, a well-deserved try by the experienced legend. Wainuiomata looking to convert an extra 2 points for the Jugglers. As you can see, the numbers are out today on this beautiful winter's day. And Wainuiomata, no mistake, right through the middle. Barton again, screaming out the orders. Not sure, brother. $80 minutes. Looking to convert, looking to complete the job, the task at hand. The Jugglers with a comfortable lead with just over 10 minutes remaining in this grand finals here at Fraser Park, as the familiar kickoff again for the Phoenix, as Jimmy playing with him, looking to straighten, puts on the step. Samu, oh, not a very good play of the ball. What's the call? He'll call. Managing to milk that one. As Barton looking for the quick play. Rogers gives it out. Oh, Burt. Bit of a step there. Looking for a play. Here we go. Back to Rogers. Rogers looking for a go for it, and Troy Clark. And Troy Clark looking to bustle his way through. Solid defence there. As Barton at dummy half. Backline staying a little flat. Gives it to Munch. Munch inside ball now. Don's 22. Great ball. Gives it out wide. Numbers looking to flick it on, and does so. Scooped up nicely. Good speed there by the young fella. Phil, have him. Old Philly, New South, and manages to catch them. There's just a little infringement there in the play of the ball. Not what the Phoenix wanted, as they come again. Big pace there. Good go forward there. As they'll come again. Wainuiomata bouncing off them like pinball. Just short now. You can't award that. Calling held up. You'll take it back 10 metres. Nice effort by the front rower. As we go again, Barton coming out numbers. Rogers not mucking around, giving the ball out to Parirua. Numbers on, 2-on-1. Samu's taken. Looking for the hit back as they give it to Parirua. Parirua to Girdler. Girdler busts through one, spinning, looking to put, and he does to Rogers. Great hand by Rogers. Muncho skip pass. Numbers out wide. Good hands and well finished off. And a beautiful sweeping try there by the Jugglers, as they've hit their straps now and making a statement not only to the Phoenix but to the 4,500 people that have come out of their homes to watch this awesome game as a tribute to the Juggler. Great handwork there by Goods, flicking it through to Munch, and then finished off in the corner by the speedy, strong winger. As we have the family of Michael Sharp here with us today, Father Pete, and the brother with us in spirit, and unfortunately coming off the crossbar. So the try unconverted, but a wonderful attempt there by Damien Wano. And I've just been informed that the score now is 46-10 to the Jugglers. So with less than 10 minutes, I believe we can say now safely that it is an unassailable lead. As beautiful hands there by the big centre. The Phoenix gets the ball away. The old Hail Mary. Beautiful step work there around Habib. Philly, no doubt, be wanting to make up for that one. Barton again. Body on the line. Good defence. Supported there by Maxwell. As they'll come again. Good direct running there by the front rower. As the Phoenix still trying and throwing everything at the Jugglers. Having already broken their line twice. As the big ball out wide and a great pass manages to keep it in. No. Adjudged out, says the assistant referee. Oh no, that's rugby union. Touch judge. As the screams still coming from the Jugglers, directing play from the experienced players such as Barton, Rogers. And the supporters, the family and friends supporting them on, wanting more and more as they come now Burt off the back of the scrum to Rogers. Tuati, good run. Oh, Haberman, space. Trying to make space. Settles the ball safely as they'll come again now. Barton to Rogers. Rogers to Maxwell looking for a short ball. Double round. Girdler there. Rogers at dummy half. He'll go. Works the blind. Has numbers there and Tuati looking for the... No, straightens and settles. Safe. Final now. Just on the 40. As they'll come to Rogers again. Rogers puts it in the air. Only one chasing. The bounce isn't kind. Girdler right on his tail. As they'll look to try and... Good defensive effort there by Girdler. Oh no, by Partia. Good defensive effort there by his... Oh, and a solid tackle there. As James Partia says, not today, mister. Partia again, working hard, knowing there's only minutes remaining. As they'll come again, Heston Partia now calling his lineup. Numbers on, 4-on-1 as he busts, and a good... No, it calls play on. James again, triple, 2-on-1. He dummies, he's got a man outside, and he gets the ball away. And he'll put the gas on and they'll go in. Murray unfortunately unable to catch him. And the Phoenix will make a statement to say we're not out of it yet. There is a chance we could score 9 tries in 4 minutes. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. That no die, you know, no give up. Not giving up until the last whistle blows. So admirable effort there by the Phoenix. Not what the Jugglers were wanting to finish on a high. Just a bit of a lapse there defensively. But the Jugglers able to make those decisions, being ahead by a good 20-30 points with less than 5 minutes remaining. Huge celebrations to follow, no doubt, as the Phoenix, all 74 of them, as he sprays the kick and waved away. With a few minutes remaining, the Jugglers, as mentioned, wanting to make a statement, a big finish to this wonderful year, not only for Juggler himself, but for all the spectators, all the supporters that have come out throughout the 2014 season for the senior first grade. As mentioned, some great names, some great family names in this team, and with over half a dozen players at least capable of playing Premier Rugby League for the Wainuiomata Prems, electing to pay tribute and respect for Michael Sharp. Michael Price is here, and a good friend of Jugglers. As they'll go in again and looking for something by the fridge. He ain't gonna win at the fridge. Working all day. Jim Roy in there, Itula. Big defensive effort needed there. There's the Phoenix. One out stuff, one off the ruck stuff. A little predictable and easy for the Jugglers, but at least they complete a set, hopefully they can. And they again, the centre bust through one. Habib, beautiful defensive effort there. As they'll move the ball wide now, the Jugglers still backtracking, trying to get onside. Numbers out wide, 4-on-3, 2-on-1, and Tuati shuts it down. Little fumble there. No, looking to shift it back. Good pick up there. Final's called. Nice kick. Partia Manages, and he does. Scampers his way out of the in goal. But the referee playing the advantage, stinging the Wainuiomata side for offside. So the Phoenix will get another crack. As they'll come again. Slow line speed there, but the fridge enveloped, swallowed, digested by the big man. As they'll come again now. 3-on-1. And the Phoenix will go in. The Jugglers, Wainuiomata Jugglers are winning. Young spectator who I've never seen before. A bit of an anticlimax to what's been a wonderful effort by the Jugglers side of 2014. The Phoenix not wanting to be counted out and scoring a couple of late tries, consolation tries, but still a couple of late, well-executed tries. Catching the Jugglers defensive line sleeping out wide. As the big game to follow this senior first game, we'll make our way to Porirua Park to watch Silverstream play Scots College in the secondary schools final, where either way I win. That's right, either way I win. As we have, as the kick comes in, and no cigar, unfortunate. Not good contact at all. As they're ringing the changes, and the big show is back on. Porirua, instrumental in forming this team this year as a tribute to Michael Sharp, the juggler, and managing to persuade some retired greats of the club to come out and represent and play for the brother as a tribute and a sign of respect. So the Jugglers wanting to make a statement, looking like they'll take the win, but wanting to finish off on a high note. As I said, there will be some very big celebrations to follow. Murray, another Samoan brother who's been impressive all season, as they'll go again. Oh, bit of a fumble there, and tied up there by, again, Partia, Heston Partia, Dons and Murray. Looking for the inside ball, looking for the... He's playing with them in Itula. Defensive lapse. They move it wide. Showing some good form as the Phoenix. Late in the match. Would have been good if it was a little earlier on, so they had time to build, but not to be, as they'll come again. Good shape. Decoy runners not playing at the line though. He'll go through and he'll step. Rogers tidies up at the back, supported there by Josh Partia. They'll work the blind again. Numbers there. Into Itula and the final. The call not going out to the players obviously, and they're called out as Itula taking a breather.
President
may have sprained an ovary. As he goes, as there we go, Partia gets the footwork on. Another standout today, and another man putting his hand up for possible player of the match. Murray, powerhouse. Partia at dummy half, looking to dart to Rogers. Maxwell flicks it on now. Clark, dummy. Partia steps in one, gets the ball away. Don's backing up. They've got numbers out wide. Habib, defensively sound as Habib is muscled out. lot of tired players out there. Wonderful spectacle, and imparts a clinical performance by the Wainui Jugglers. As they'll go again. Girdler. Ties them up nicely. They'll come again. Clark. Just managing to slip through there. Partia there. Oh, not wanting to run a big show. saw the obstacle in front of him and elected to tack. As they're looking to spin it wide early in the set, and a shocking ball, and confusion. Not impressed. Some of the players, their own Phoenix players, throwing possession away. As again, the Jugglers will call the changes with the big 22-man squad, having 9 on the bench for the finals. As the referee calls a halt to proceedings, waiting for the ball, as Munch will feed the scrum. Rogers again, inside ball, Clark busts through one, taken there, holds on to the ball, and that Sonny Bill-like way, Stevenson. Good Jonty. Will work all day as they come now. Partia dummies his brother, big brother, at the Dons, up the block and forward pass. So, errors creeping in as fatigue sets in. A lot of the players know that they have this one in the bag. So probably some pre-celebration thoughts going on. Could not be blamed, however. As they come again. And that centre again has been troubling them all year. And the supporters applauding a defensive effort there by, I believe it was Heston again. Oh yes. Good defensive play by the big show. The Phoenix with a little bit more intensity in the second half, already going in and scoring 2-3 tries. There seems to be no answer. Oh, he stole, and James Partia goes again. Second grab, gets his man. Body on the line stuff. Looking for the big Hail Mary again, but not throwing it. Managing to hold on. Final called. They've got numbers. Oh, elected to kick and straight down the throat. No, a good kick. Managing to find the line. So the Jugglers will get the feed to the scrum just inside their own 20. Can we see one of those great 100-metre tries as Girdler puts the fend on one, he'll bust two, he'll fend three, he'll step four, Gertz, he'll fend five, and he'll step 6 and 7 and gets the offload away and fumbled there. Nice passage there by Girdler, showing his skills. Toying with them, and unfortunately Brother Munch not able to hold on to the ball. Looking to pick the scrum quickly, so I can only assume that full time with 3 minutes remaining. Just got the call from the producer, director, cameraman. Big shout out to Jamie, TV3. As we're back live, and that, some very talented players out there. And awarded the penalty is the Phoenix. Silly defensive lapse and ill discipline. As they'll come again. Jogging. Donza wanting to get the big hit on him. Making sure of it. And supported there by Big Billy Whippu. As they come again. A good ball and a good line, just unable to bust. They've lifted the work rate, the Phoenix, and the intensity, but all a little too late. And throws the ball away to nobody. Tied it up there by Edmonds. Edmonds able to pounce on that. As Maxwell to Big Show, and he gets the offload. Rogers again, another unforced error with numbers. Hey, Partia wanting to put the big hit on. No arms in the tackle, but that's just the way we roll in the Nui.
Way to work, Josh. Hit him harder.
Looking trim is Josh Partia. Big James runs over James. And James, no doubt, looking for some payback. As they come now. Clark. As they'll go wide, shocking pass. Habib tying it up, ball and all, no, manages to slip one. Comes again. Having the Big Show there at support. Gets the big step on and into the wall of green jerseys. Phoenix. Oh, Partia. 80 minutes all day, all day. Smothers him. Nice kick. Oh, great hands, and the Phoenix. That's 3 or 4 late tries. Managing to give a bit of respect to the final score. The Jugglers unable to answer. But as previously mentioned, all in vain. Where the Jugglers will come out triumphant here in this 2014 Senior First Grand Finals at Fraser Park. As they're trying to rush it through. With only a minute remaining, the Phoenix still requiring 4 tries to win. As the Jugglers will take their time and walk down the clock, and that is the full-time hooter here at Fraser Park, and the Jugglers triumphant take the Grand Finals of 2014, beating the Phoenix in a wonderful spectacle for this 4,500 supporters of the Wainui Rugby League community. The Jugglers 46, the Phoenix not 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Wellington Rugby League, I'd like to congratulate both teams and thank the big crowd that came out to watch this Senior First Grand Final today. Fantastic effort. One of the most talked about seasons, I guess, in Grand Finals in Wellington Rugby League history, and we all know the reason why. the Jugglers-Omata team for Wainuiomata. A lot of the boys came out of retirement for many years and put the team together to commemorate the great man Michael Sharp, and congratulations guys on not only the win today but a fantastic season. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge our match officials. They have medals here to collect today, and Mark Ferry, the chairman of Wellington Rugby League, will hand those out. Without our match officials, we can't have the great game of rugby league, so all you sideline referees, get out there and help us out. To Noel Woods, to Brendan and to Elliot, congratulations guys, well done. Noel Woods, his first grand final. Where's Noel? He's gone. He wants to go and nobble the premier referee so he can get the game. But to Brendan and Elliot, thanks very much guys, well done. Thank you. I'd like to call up the player of the grand final today. The man of the match gets a Dirty Man pack there, compliments of our sponsor Dirty Man, and the medallion, and it goes to Birds from Wainuiomata.
Hey everyone, thanks for everybody for coming out. It was a really great occasion for Juggler, and it was a good way for us boys to finish off our season. Phoenix, Muscle Road, you boys did really well to come back at the end there. Never gave up, and that's what Juggler never did either, eh? You never gave up, boys. So, much respect to you. So, much respect to you, boys. But boys, awesome season, eh? This is all for you fellas, to be honest. Thanks for giving me the passes, and sorry for not passing to you fellas. Thank you very much, and thanks to the officials at Wellington Rugby League.
Thanks, kids. Just like to call up the captain of the Porirua City Phoenix, minor premiers for the senior first grade this year. Just couldn't quite crack it, but fantastic season nonetheless.
I needed some louder, no?
Yeah, whatever, mate, whatever.
First of all, congratulations to the Jugglers. Awesome season there, uncles. Awesome season there. To the brother Mike up here, Juggler. Your brother's done well, done his well. To the Sharp family. On a sad note, but hopefully the brothers from the Jugglers lifted up the family spirits. Us, the Phoenix, we understand the kaupapa of your fellas team this year, and we wish the Jugglers, the Sharp family, and the whole of Wainuiomata all the best for the future. To my brother Phoenix brothers, first of all I'd like to thank our coach Keniti Rapiri, and our other interim coach Wills Tilianga, who also played with the brother Jugs. On behalf of the players, we thank you for the knowledge that you've passed on to us, and hopefully you can put up with all our out of it attitudes next year. To the match officials, awesome job out there. It's good to have proper referees this part of the season. And yeah, all the best for your fellas' future, to the referees, to Wellington Rugby League. Missed out on a lot of money out here not having us in there. I think all the crowd is out here, but that's all right. Good luck to the Prems and the Premiers that are playing. And once again, it takes two good teams to make a great grand final. And this year, Jugglers took it out this year. So yeah, once again, all the best to Wellington Rugby League, all the best to Rugby League. It's good to see our kids in there out here, all our families, because once again, Rugby League is a family game, and good stuff out here. All the best to Wainui, all the best to Porirua City Phoenix. Thank you.
First off, I'd like to thank Porirua City boys, Willie and that. Awesome to see you brothers here. Awesome to see those colours again. I remember when I was a schoolboy and used to see those colours, and it's good to see those colours back, brother. So keep it hard out there, Porirua. Secondly, I'd like to thank all our supporters, all the ones that have got all these Juggler tops to support our brother.
It's freaking awesome. Our coat of arms coming over and all the kids involved. And I'd just like to thank our boys. Awesome today, boys. Sorry, a couple of you can't retire yet. But awesome, boys. I'd just like to thank our families and our kids. We're still going to have another Kids Day, Jugglers Kids Day, so we'll keep you posted on our Facebook page. Lastly, I'd just like to thank our brother here, Juggler, his mum Carol, and his father Pete for letting us create this team this year. It's been awesome. The movement's been awesome, and our supporters and everybody else has been awesome. So just thank you so much. I'd like to thank the refs, the touch judges, the officials on the side, Lisa and that. And if you Porirua boys want to come over to the Fitzroy Tavern and have a beer with us, you're more than welcome, brothers. I know it's a bit of a drive home, but sweet as. And our supporters, if you want to come back, we're going back to the tavern after this for a few beers, so call down to the tavern, call them for a beer, bring the kids. We're going to have a bit of a family thing down there, a barbecue with them, feed our kids, so you're all welcome to come down. Choice Brothers, we did it for our bro Juggler.
Thanks, Billy. Jugglers, you want to come and grab your winners' medals, 2014 champions, and we'll get Peter Sharp to hand over the trophy at the end of that. Jugglers, come up, boys. Grab your medals.
Thanks.
Marco.
There you go, Jugglers, just after you get your medal.
Thanks, Digger. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Alex, there you go. Too much, mate. Thank you very much.
There's money in the box.
There's 8,000 views. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pete, you want to say a few words, mate? Up to you.
Hold on, wait, boys.
Folks, just before we hand over the trophy, Peter Sharp wants to say a few words.
That's awesome, guys.
Let's go, boys.
Come on, Pete. Are we even on the side?
Commiserations to Phoenix, you're never going to beat a 14-man team. But no, on behalf of my family, we're really honoured in what you guys have done this season. And you've made me feel so much part of it all. It's just a pity it's all got to end. Love you guys.
Love you, Pete.
Awesome, we'll make up for it at the club, eh?
Yeah. You can do your prime there. Back to back. Come on, Big Shake. Come on, the photo. Come on, please.
No, I'm not much a man for words, but what I can say is awesome to both teams. And like I said, bad luck for but you're never going to beat us. Well, we had an extra man up there. Cheers, guys. Hope to see you all back at the club. Pictures.
Thanks, Peter. Now got the trophy here, Pete, if you'd like to hand it over to Big Show. 2014 Wellington Rugby League Senior First Champions, the Jugglers!
Jack Kitties. Let's go, boys! Let's go!
1, 2, 3, Jugglers! Ready, Jugglers on 3. 1, 2, 3, Jugglers! Yeah, brothers! Go! Sing that song out! Come on, boys. Ready? Boys, Mata, 3 cheers for Juggle, who? One for our supporters and families, who? Yeah, brothers. Boys,